Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to meet some incredible talents. People who push past boundaries and make the impossible look easy. All right, let's dive in. At the Cars Expo 2012, the Hamel VD950DK car shredder stunned the audience with its performance of crushing cars in just a few minutes. Witness the terrifying power of the VTNCI 13000 cutting jaw as it teased apart a heavy truck in just a few minutes. Have you ever wondered what happens when a motorcycle goes head-to-head with a giant crusher?
Man, check that out. Broke the motor.
You will be amazed by the destructive power of this giant machine. The jaw crusher is capable of handling truck-sized rocks in just seconds. The bike was swallowed up in a screeching metallic sound. The wheels twisted, the frame crushed like scrap paper. Unbelievable sight. Super large, super powerful crushing and destroying machines are operating at an incredible speed. Close-up shots of every detail of the car body being crushed, metal screaming under the terrible pressure. This is not a performance for the faint of heart. truck shredder, VTNV-D20, the monster, crushing machine on all steel fronts. Bradford Waste Traders, Bradford's leading metal recycling center, specializing in the collection and recycling of all types of scrap metal at competitive prices and a prompt service. The powerful crusher that can swallow everything, witness the spectacular destructive power. The superior power of the professional heavy-duty scrap metal crusher, designed to crush old auto bodies and the hardest scrap metals quickly and efficiently. Discover the rare moment precious classic cars were crushed at Pearson's car lot in Mariposa, California. The sheer power of the car crusher, an industrial monster capable of crushing any bulky vehicle into compact metal blocks in an instant. Extreme challenge. Put the whole motorcycle into the giant crusher. See how mechanical power turns tiny metal pieces into dust.
Two-shaft metal shredder is composed of a motor, a hardened gear reducer, a rotating knife shaft, and a porting unit, a fixed knife, a machine base, a box, and a working platform. The fixed knife is installed on the frame of the two-axis metal shredder, and the detachable embedded movable knife is installed on the rotating knife. The number of the movable knife is determined according to different models and the size of the rotating shaft. Use a knife, remove angle after one use, and then sharpen the knife until the four sides are one treatment. Widely used in waste plastics, waste tires, waste rubber, large tires, large nylon materials, plastic head materials, large fish nets, large pipes, fibers, paper that are large volume waste rubber waste. Royal Drum Shredder will do all kinds of waste metal easy to paint buckets, beverage cans, beer cans, Red Bull cans, drip forge cans, metal bottles, to paint cans, paint buckets, scrap tin, scrap iron slag, mooncakes boxes. Cans and other easy to paint buckets form clumps of particles, thereby reducing transportation costs and increasing the speed at which scrap iron is cast into the furnace. Material can be fully and effectively finely crushed in the shredder.
Hard disk. Shredder is the perfect choice. With the ability to shred the most stubborn components, the machine helps to ensure absolute data security and effective recycling. See how powerful scrap crushers turn scrap metal and scrap steel into compact pieces, ready for efficient recycling. Discover step-by-step engine disassembly where precision and high technology are perfectly combined. You'll never see these gorgeous little classics again. From the legendary 1974 Datsun to the stylish 1990 Cavalier. The crusher works at full capacity to crush the motorbike engine, but suddenly the crusher gets stuck. The scene is tense and suspenseful as the machine's strength and durability are tested to the limit. The final journey of the classic cars. Layers of metal groan as they are crushed under irresistible force. Experience the ultimate relaxation with the realistic and powerful rock-crushing sounds of the giant jaw crusher. The power and explosive sound of steel drum shred, giant steel drums combined with speed and skillful technique, create an impressive and eye-catching performance. Watch the Ultra Crusher in action as it smashes through everything in its path. Witness jaw-dropping power as this beast tears apart old cars with ease, turning scrap into valuable recycling material. Super powerful shredder. Crush everything irresistible. Giant shredder with maximum destructive power. Extremely dangerous and powerful. The scene of fierce destruction will make you unable to take your eyes off. Car Crusher. Crushing Cars 129. Enjoy crushing a series of super powerful cars. Witness the destructive power of the Aljon 20 Classic Crusher as it crushes a series of old cars with impressive ease. Experience the terrifying power of the largest stone crusher, as giant boulders are crushed in the blink of an eye. Discover the terrifying power of the most dangerous car crusher on the planet. State-of-the-art crushing technology crushes all types of vehicles with tremendous force. Image of old heavy car tires being fed into a modern crushing system, where they are shredded into tiny pieces. The white BMW, once a symbol of luxury and power, now lies quietly in a scrapyard, its body deformed by the powerful impacts. The superior power of the professional heavy-duty scrap metal crusher, designed to crush old auto bodies and the hardest scrap metals quickly and efficiently. Witness the destruction of a broken-down old car at a junkyard, the sound of metal shattering, the roar of metal clashing, and the sheer force of the machine crushing everything in its path. The giant destruction machine turns old cars into chaotic piles of scrap metal, recreating the desolate yet powerful scene of the never-ending recycling process. Under the enormous pressure of the industrial press, the old, rusted, and discolored cars were slowly crushed to the point where their original shape was unrecognizable. Amidst the hustle and bustle of the city, a small car suddenly became the center of attention when it was crushed by a giant industrial crusher right on a crowded street. thank you for watching. I hope these moments will help you relax after a stressful day at work. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye, and see you again.